Mephisto, basically Marvel's version of the devil, has finally been confirmed to exist in the MCU thanks to an episode of Agatha All Along, and now it looks like he's set to pop up in Ironheart. In the comics, Mephisto is a major villain who usually clashes with magic users like Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, and Ghost Rider, but he hasn't really made his big entrance in the movies yet. Mephisto was at the center of tons of fan theories during WandaVision. A lot of people thought he was going to be the big bad behind everything. When the show dropped in 2021, it was the first Disney Plus series from Marvel Studios, so expectations were super high. Folks thought it might shake up the entire MCU. While it mainly ended up being the story that officially made Wanda the Scarlet Witch, the strong magic vibes had everyone guessing that Mephisto was pulling the strings. The hype got so big that even fans who had never heard of Mephisto before were seeing his name all over the place. But by the end of the show, Mephisto wasn't even mentioned. Instead, Agatha was revealed to be the real troublemaker, causing all the chaos in Westview. While WandaVision is still considered one of the top MCU series, some fans were bummed that Marvel didn't even tease Mephisto. That said, the sequel series seems to finally be making good on all that speculation. Episode 3 of Agatha All Along finally drops the name Mephisto, making it official that he exists in the MCU. In the episode, Agatha's coven realizes there's a mysterious sigil on Joe Locke's character, and they suspect Agatha put it there. Later on, Jennifer Kale pulls Teen aside and warns him to watch out for Agatha. She brings up a wild rumor that Agatha might have traded her own son, Nicholas Scratch, for the Darkhold. She adds that no one really knows what happened to him and that he might now be an agent of Mephisto. That one line is a pretty big deal because it's the first time Mephisto's name is actually said out loud in the MCU. Aside from that, we still don't have a ton of info about how the MCU version of Mephisto operates. But the idea that he has agents suggests he manipulates or makes deals with magic users, probably the kind who are desperate or power-hungry to get stuff done on Earth. Jack Schaefer, the show's creator, actually said that Mephisto's mention wasn't just a fun little Easter egg, it's got real meaning for what's coming next. So yeah, it looks like Mephisto is definitely on his way into the MCU. Mephisto's basically the king of evil, running his own fiery underworld and totally leaning into the whole pretending to be the devil thing. He gets his powers from the souls of the damned and loves messing with people by offering shady deals. Bottom line, this guy's super evil and definitely not someone you can trust. Because Mephisto is such a master manipulator, no one really knows how he came to be. One version of the story says that after Atom, aka Demogorg, wiped out most of the world's demons billions of years ago, humans ended up creating new ones with their dark thoughts and desires. That's how Mephisto came into the picture, ruling his own fiery corner of the underworld. Another version says he showed up 4 billion years ago as a nasty fly when a dying celestial bled out onto Earth. That weird cosmic event supposedly gave Mephisto a chance to start messing with life across the universe, spreading chaos wherever he went. In 2022, there were reports that Sasha Baron Cohen would play Mephisto in Ironheart, which is set to release this year. How Mephisto factors into the story of Ironheart is unclear, but the villain is a Marvel character called the Hood, who has a magical demonic cloak. If Sasha Baron Cohen really is playing Mephisto in Ironheart, MCU fans might be in for something totally unexpected and pretty awesome. A lot of people still think of him as just that wild, over-the-top guy from Borat or Ali G, but that seriously undersells his talent. He's actually a brilliant actor, writer, and producer who uses his characters to spark conversations and tackle big topics. He's way more versatile than he gets credit for, which is why the idea of him joining the MCU should be way more hyped than it is. Part of the reason the buzz is low is probably because Ironheart has been through some major delays. Filming started back in 2022, and fans have been waiting around ever since Dominique Thorne made her debut as Riri Williams in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. The long wait has definitely tested people's patience, but honestly, if Cohen is playing Mephisto, it could be the payoff that makes it all worth it. Nothing's confirmed yet, but if the rumors are true, then fans are in for a wild, unforgettable ride. and knowing Cohen's range, he could absolutely crush it. Sacha Baron Cohen's versatility makes him a perfect fit for Mephisto, especially with the character's ability to shapeshift and manipulate people in all sorts of ways. Cohen has built his career on playing wildly different characters, and he throws himself into each role with full commitment, which is exactly what you'd want for someone portraying a demon who constantly shifts appearances and plays mind games. He's taken outrageous, over-the-top characters like Ali G, Borat, and Bruno from his De Ali G Show days all the way to Hollywood, and made each one unforgettable. But his range goes way beyond just shock comedy. He's nailed roles like the flamboyant Jean Girard in Talladega Nights, the scheming barber Pirelli in Sweeney Todd, and even played a full-on dictator in The Dictator. Then there's his more serious turn as Abby Hoffman in The Trial of the Chicago 7, which really showed how strong his dramatic chops are. So, when it comes to a character like Mephisto, someone who can change forms, manipulate situations, and shift from charming to terrifying in a second, Cohen's toolkit is kinda perfect. He can play subtle, he can play theatrical, and most importantly, he can fully commit to whatever weird and wild version of Mephisto Marvel wants to show. If this casting ends up being true, it could be one of the most interesting and unpredictable performances in the MCU. Sacha Baron Cohen totally has what it takes to nail a manipulative villain like Mephisto, and his role as Thénardier in Les Miserables is all the proof you need. In that movie, he played a sleazy, shady innkeeper who conned and tricked people left and right, and he did it with this perfect mix of charm, humor, and nastiness. That exact combo is what makes Mephisto such a fun and dangerous character. If Marvel decides to show Mephisto as this smooth-talking, behind-the-scenes puppet master, the kind of guy who worms his way into people's lives just to mess with them, Cohen could easily pull that off. Just imagine him using that same theatrical, sly energy from Les Mis, but with a demonic twist. It'd be creepy, clever, and oddly fun to watch. Personally, I'm hoping they tweak his origin story a bit. In the comics, he's said to be created by Nemesis, the same cosmic being that made the Infinity Stones. Cool and all, but I'd love to see the MCU go with a more classic Lucifer-style backstory. Well, that's all for now, but what do you think? Should Marvel stick with Mephisto's cosmic origin from the comics, or go all in on the fallen angel route for something more dramatic and mythic? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's geek out about it. And hey, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more updates coming your way on Mephisto, Ironheart, and all the wild stuff Marvel's cooking up. We'll catch you in the next one.